Hey, welcome back, everyone. Once again, it's a new season of the Bart Curtis Show, and started out the season with a win, Coach, and it was a battle up there in Michigan City.
It was, and it was a hard-fought game. Both teams obviously played extremely hard. Both teams didn't play particularly well. I think Coach French would agree with me on that. And after the game, I went over and I said, that's a game where somebody is going to win and somebody is going to lose. Mm-hmm. And what I meant by that is more high school games are lost than they are won. Mm-hmm. And we
by virtue of fumbles,
mistakes and penalties and blown coverages and not being able to stop somebody in a key situation. So fortunately, we were able to come out the other side of that, make a huge play late, and come out on top. So, yeah, it's a blessing to win. Mm-hmm. Certainly, it wasn't in the fashion that we would have liked, but had it been, maybe this week wouldn't have gone as well as it's going to go practice-wise.
Absolutely. Well, and I mentioned to you, I think I saw you on Saturday morning, and I said, man, we put the ball on the ground, but then as I'm reviewing the different pieces and going through the tape myself, they made a lot of mistakes, like you said, too. They threw interceptions. They had penalties that just destroyed them on a couple of different drives and stuff like that. So
it was not, I don't think either head coach would say it was a well-played game by their squads, right. And we're certainly capable better, and we'll need to be better
right.
Moving forward if we enjoy being in the left-hand column versus the right-hand column.
Well, there's no question about that, and of course we suffered some injuries, and that's always it's devastating when we see the kids get injured out there. With Drew Sullivan, of course, went down. Your sophomore quarterback came in, and he looked real smooth, I thought.
Yeah, we had three young men suffer some type of an injury. Actually, a fourth with Nate Rosas tweaked his knee a little bit, but finished. He seemed fine Saturday. James Leiter tweaked his knee a little bit, so we're kind of waiting to see what the doctor says tomorrow morning. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Harrison Stouffer.
Right.
I'm not going to play doctor or trainer.
Right.
I don't know the significance or severity of that injury. And then, obviously, Drew Sullivan, our quarterback, has had some ongoing nagging ankle injuries and
right.
And rolled it actually a couple times. He rolled it once, wanted to stay in, said he could go, went again and rolled it again, and wasn't able to finish the game. And as you mentioned, Quentin Brock came in relief, and other than maybe being a little tight or a little nervous or bobbling the ball around a little bit, did an admirable job, because I'm certain that he probably thought getting on the bus from Warsaw to Michigan City is, I'm going to learn a lot tonight, and if we get ahead, I might get in.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm going to play on some special teams.
Yeah.
So we actually took a timeout after Drew was unable to continue and got him some snaps.
Right.
I think Evan Fraz did a really nice job, and Drew did too, of talking to Quentin during series when our defense was out there, and
right.
and keeping him level and calm. And he completed a really big pass in a crucial
Absolutely.
Situation. And other than a few bobbled snaps.
Mm-hmm. And one collision with his fullback. It was
we
memorable.
did.
Mesh was terrible.
Not sure about, haven't really figured out yet what the issue was there. The path looked a little wide.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Reed was trying to bend it back in, or if Quentin was just maybe a little wide on that. But yeah, things that we can improve on and work on for sure.
Coach, one thing, it's an earmark of your squads, and I marvel at it every year, though. The swamp is full of alligators, and there's all kinds of problems out there. It was injuries, and they just scored on you, and you fumble the ball and that kind of stuff. But the Tigers just saying, okay, let's play.
After they scored to go up 13-10, and they missed the extra point, that was really advantageous, because we've got a good kicker.
Right.
And, let's try and get this thing with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go, to a spot where we can get a field goal.
Right.
And I think we were 3rd and 8
Yeah.
from
Yes.
our own 29-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even our own 19. No, it's a 71-yard. So
Right.
that'd have been the 29.
Mm-hmm.
And a play that really wasn't blocked up that well. Leighton Isbell took the pitch,
Right.
made a nice cut,
Mm-hmm.
and there were
You got on the edge there.
Corbin Johnson did a nice job of sealing off the safety. Corner kind of took himself out of the play. Reed Zolger ended up blocking the outside B, and then the safety took an inside angle, and
Yeah.
Leighton
away.
Isbell did the rest.
He's a fast kid.
He is.
Absolutely. No
So
question.
that kind of bailed us out. But, watching that tape and going through and grading, how close Quentin was to getting tackled from the backside
Right.
on the scoop. There was a kid right on him, and after he pitched the ball, he was actually tackled from behind. So
Right.
very
Timing.
fortunate. Excuse me.
Well, Coach, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but I just wanted to say, it's a team sport, defense, offense, special teams, but the defense really did rise to the occasion on several
Without a
situations.
Our run defense was really stellar. I thought for the most part we read our keys. Missed some tackles that we shouldn't miss, that we need to improve on.
Right.
Had a confusion or a situation where we were in man coverage and got rubbed off for a touchdown on a 4th and 9 from about 20 yards out. And then on a 3rd and 9, got a little nosy on a hitch, and then they ran a hitch and go. Those are things that we need to get better
Yeah,
at.
and you can improve on. Well, and I thought, their star running back there, he was held under 100 yards, I
It
believe.
was. Their whole team was. I
Yeah.
think they rushed for 86 yards.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And they only ran 36 snaps total. So we did possess the football a little bit.
Right.
But they will figure it out up there.
Oh, yeah.
We've got our own issues to worry
Sure.
about.
Yeah.
But I was very impressed with the enthusiasm and sense of urgency
Right.
our defense played with. And then when our offense put them in unfavorable spots,
Right.
really bowed their backs and
Right.
stepped up and got some stops.
Absolutely. And the offense certainly did some great things out there too. I was watching line play, like I kind of been a tendency to do that. And you were getting the surge overall that I thought that you should get, and you do get from your kids on the front line. Michael and Coach Jones just do a great job of teaching that over and over again to the kids, and they just really do an outstanding job of that. So
We did have a good push, and we're going to need to continue that because the team we're playing
Right.
Friday up at Chesterton is big and physical.
Yeah.
We know we're going to see some type of front where they commit extra bodies
Sure.
inside our halfbacks, and so we're going to need to be at our best to come home in the left column.
Well, Coach, I know that you guys are Sunday evening is when we do the taping and the show, and the coaches are gathering and stuff, and I know you guys will be cooking up a good game plan as
We're
always.
at it.
Absolutely.
See what the chefs can put together with the ingredients we have.
Very good. Coach Bart Curtis, congratulations on being 1-0. Let's go 1-0 next Friday night up at Chesterton, too.
Thank you so much. And just a quick reminder that 2 weeks from this Friday will be our alumni night against Concord. September, I want to say 8th. It's the first Friday in September.
Right.
And or maybe the second. Might be the second. September 8th is the second. But
Right.
all Tiger football alumni and coaches will be recognized, and
Be a great event.
we're trying to get the word out as much as possible. It's going to be a nice evening.
Absolutely, for sure. And we encourage everyone, all the Tigers out there, to get there and enjoy Alumni Night, as we'll be playing a really good Concord team that comes into town as usual. And it'll be an outstanding game, and it'll be be great game with all the Tiger fans here and the Tiger alumni to root us on.
Very much so. Thank you for the evening, and go Tigers.
Absolutely. We'll be back with more and talking to some coaches and players right after this. Hey, and welcome everyone, as this is the first edition of the Bart Curtis Show for the 2023 season, and I have a new assistant coach with me. Cade Bechtel is his name, and Cade had a great ball game last night, and tremendous one to break yourself in on as far as it goes to excitement there. But tell us about what you do for the Tigers.
Yeah, so I help assist the wide receivers split ends with coaching, and on Fridays I take care of a lot of the filming aspects. I help set up all the equipment that we use, so cameras, headsets, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, that's all very important stuff there, because you guys look at film all the time for sure. Tell us a little bit about your football background.
Yeah, I graduated from Whitco High School in 2019, so I'm from the area. Played football 4 years there. Following that, I went to Anderson University.
Raven.
Yeah, Ravens. Played another 4 years there at wide receiver. Met some great guys, met some great coaches that kind of set me on this path.
Sure. Okay, so as far as it goes to now, are you teaching in the building, or what are you doing there?
So my position in the building right now is a little unique. Jeff Gross is obviously leaving to get sworn in as mayor,
his honor.
Upcoming soon. So instead of the school trying to find somebody mid-year to replace him, they hired me on now to replace him. So for this first semester, I'm kind of an in-building sub, kind of helping out, just circulating throughout the building and helping where I can.
All right, so Cade, you've had a few weeks here to hang around the Tiger football staff. It's kind of a crazy bunch, but what do you think? What's your evaluation so far?
I will admit, at first it was a little hard to get into it, coming in as the new guy. But they've all been super welcoming, super nice. Oh, nice might be an exaggeration.
Right. Let's not go overboard here.
Good guys, but they definitely give me a lot of crap as the young guy on the staff.
Sure.
But that's expected anyway.
That's part of being the probie, I guess, as they say. No question about it. Well, I hope you are enjoying your experience with it there, and I tell you what, you got a great group of guys. My experience with all of them, being around for years and years myself, you got Bart Curtis is as good a coach's coach as you can find, and then you guys that you're surrounded by are just incredible coaching staff. So you're fortunate in that way to be able to do that. So your goals, as far as it goes to once you become a teacher, you have aspirations of being a head coach someday or not?
For now, I'm not totally sure. I never really thought about being a head coach. I was more focused on, getting my feet wet with this first coaching gig and seeing what happens.
Sure.
But if it goes well, if the opportunity presents itself, I definitely wouldn't rule anything out.
Absolutely. Well, Kate, thanks for spending some time with us here on the Bart Curtis Show, and we appreciate it there, and we certainly wish you the best of luck, and Tigers are 1-0. Let's keep it rolling.
Let's keep it rolling. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, this is Clay Johnson from N&J Auto Sales. For over 70 years, my family has been in the car business. We have sold thousands of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans over the years. We are known for quality, low-mileage vehicles and outstanding customer service. But here's something you might not know. We buy vehicles. Have a lease coming due? Stop by N&J. We can make you an offer on your existing lease and might even put some cash in your pocket. N&J Auto Sales, located at the corner of Detroit and Market Street in downtown Warsaw, where we sell and buy vehicles. Stop by and let's talk.
And welcome back, everybody. We're once again at the Bart Curtis Show, and we got another new coach with us there. This is Ty Frazier, and Ty's a Manchester College graduate, a Spartan, and has come to the Warsaw Tiger football staff here. And Ty, tell us a little bit about your background in football.
So I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I moved there my sophomore year of high school, and I got recruited for Manchester University to play linebacker, which I did. Moved to safety my senior year, and now I'm here, and I couldn't be happier.
Great. And so, is that who you work with now, is linebackers and that kind of people here at Warsaw?
Yes, sir. I work with the outside linebacker.
Okay, absolutely. Well, I tell you what, defense last night had to step up a few times there and did a great job of shutting a big, powerful Michigan City team down, no question about it.
Yes, sir. I felt like the defense really held their own when they really helped the offense. The offense really fed off them. They showed that they wanted it.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought that there, especially they got put into some bad situations there with a couple of the fumbles, and for a team to respond like that, that's really huge. That's one thing, though, in Warsaw, since Bart's been here for the last 5 or 6 years there, I don't ever see Warsaw really lose their composure out there. They stay pretty calm, whereas they don't hit the panic button there, and that's a credit to all you guys as far as goes to coaching and keeping their minds on the game and all that kind of thing. So as far as it goes to the responsibilities you have for what's a typical practice day for you like?
So when I get here about 3 o'clock, and me and Coach Cotthorn will sit down, go over the practice plan, and I'll go get what I need for practice that day, and then I'll come back in the locker room and ask the guys how their day is, basically. Right. Make sure school was good, everything at home is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And as far as it goes to the techniques and all those kind of different things there, you, with your own skill set that you had and coming in, you bring in some of your own stuff here as far as it goes to how to teach.
Yes, sir. So with the outside linebackers, I do have them doing some of the drills I did in college, and last night really showed in effect that it really does help. Oh,
yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing I found, too, working around Bart for since he's been here, and is the way that you guys put your practices together. It's so much repetition and stuff that it almost becomes automatic for the kids.
Right. We try to keep the same game plan practice-wise, just so they can get in the rhythm, and once practice gets going, we already know what we're doing and ready to go.
Absolutely. When it becomes automatic for the kids where they don't have to think too much, I think that that's a sign of a successful program, and you guys definitely have got that going here and have had it going here. So, well, you got a great opportunity, Coach. It's great to have you on the staff. It's good to have the young coaches come in and just bring in the new stuff that you guys know about, mixed in with all the wisdom and knowledge that Bart and his older coaches have here. That makes for a great combination for everybody.
Yes, sir. I've learned a lot since being here from all the coaches, Coach Curtis. Like, they make me really feel like it's family.
Absolutely. And it is. That's really true. Well, Coach, you're 1-0. Got a big challenge coming. Last night's game was just a phenomenal high school football game to watch.
Yes, sir, it was.
But you got Chesterton coming up, and, of course, that'll be another road trip and another big challenge for the Tigers. But you guys are just doing a great job of keeping the team together and then playing all together. So we appreciate what you do, Coach.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. We'll be back with more right after this. Hey, and welcome back, everyone, to the Bart Curtis Show. This is the first edition of this season there, and I have Jet Woodward with us right now, and Jet is a key player on the defensive squad. I got to tell you, Jet, the defense came to play last night.
Yeah, I mean, it was a hell of a game. Had great communication, great leadership. We all talked, 11 hats to the ball, so we were we had one hell of a game. It was fun.
Well, what makes it, interesting always to anybody that's an aficionado or likes to watch high school football is the fact that, if one part of the team makes a mistake, the other part of the team is there to correct the mistake and to help out.
Yeah.
And the defense just did that several times last night. The offense had a little trouble hanging on to the football, and every time the kids you guys just rose to the occasion. And I also really am always impressed, especially since Bart's been here and I've been around a long time, the composure that you guys keep on the field. It's not like, oh my gosh. It's like, hey, we're just going to get back to business here and get things taken care of. Let's talk a little bit about your background. How long have you been playing football and all that kind of good stuff?
I started my 7th grade year at Edgewood. I've been playing linebacker ever since, senior year. And this year I've been starting back at fullback too, a little bit with Reed, so we go back and forth a little bit.
Right.
And that's about it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, was there any point last night where you felt like I know you guys always have in mind that we're going to win this game. I think that's pretty prevalent there. But was there a point there where you thought, man, we really got to get this done? And what's your job? I mean, you're kind of a leader on the defense. Do you talk to the rest of the guys out on the field?
We're either talking on the field or we're talking on the sideline. We communicate. We're always talking, especially on the field. We like last night. We had a lot of talking.
Sure.
Like communication was nonstop. It was amazing. Like during practice, we struggled a little bit, but that game, that was something else.
Yeah. Well, I think that everyone comes to the realization that, hey, this is gut check time, and we got to get this job done. Well, my compliments to you and to the guys there, and it was a great team effort. It always is. What's always amazing to me, and we laugh about it when I'm with the coaches and stuff, WARSAW doesn't punt the ball.
No.
They won't do that.
No.
Now they will occasionally, but the loneliest.
Fourth and long, that's about it. But even then, we'll still pass the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But, and that speaks volumes, too, for the defense, because if you guys get caught, then the defense has to go out there and step up.
We had one of those situations yesterday, and I think it was a 4th down, and they got their defense got to stop, and then we went out there. I think we either had that interception or we had it was a 4th and out for us too. And so we pick each other up. Sometimes offense struggles, we'll pick them up. We'll struggle, they'll pick us up. That's just how we roll.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, there when they gave up the ball, and then we come right back offensively. They scored, and then right the next play, WARSAW goes around the end, and we score. So, that's just a great effort. Well, it's fun to watch you guys. Wish you the best here. We head to Chesterton next. They're going to be a challenge, as we all know. Go back up and play in the Duneland, but we're proud of you guys, and just keep up the good work, Jet. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, this is Clay Johnson from N&J Auto Sales. For over 70 years, my family has been in the car business. We have sold thousands of cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans over the years. We are known for quality, low-mileage vehicles and outstanding customer service. But here's something you might not know. We buy vehicles. Have a lease coming due? Stop by N&J. We can make you an offer on your existing lease and might even put some cash in your pocket. N&J Auto Sales, located at the corner of Detroit and Market Street in downtown Warsaw, where we sell and buy vehicles. Stop by and let's talk.
Hey, and welcome back, everyone. Of course, we've talked to some defensive guys. We've talked to some coaches. Now we're going to talk to an offensive guy, an offensive lineman, which is, in our book, the heart and soul of any football team. This is Aiden Williamson. And, Aiden, tell us a little bit about last night's game.
It was a fun game. It was a hard fight. Michigan City came out, and they played well. And we had the energy. We kept the energy going even when we were down. And I think we came back and just kept going, kept fighting.
Well, I think that was an important thing too. There was a time, of course, they scored on us first, but and I was talking to Jet just a little bit ago. There, you guys always seem to keep your composure. And that is really, really important, especially at the high school level, because, you guys are young guys and all that kind of stuff, but just to stay composed, never really letting it get out, and just going back to work after you get it done there. All right, let's tell everyone what you do on the offensive side.
I play center, and then I play guard too. So.
Okay, so you're multi-talented. Is there anyone that you'd rather do than the other, or are they both about the same?
About the same. I play center more than I play guard, though.
And that center job, that's a tough job there because obviously if you don't get your job done, nothing else is going to happen. So, that makes it kind of tough. But anyway, tell us a little bit about your background as far as it goes to when you started playing football and that kind of thing.
I started playing in 7th grade, and it was kind of just a thing like, oh, I don't play sports, and I was like, I'll give this a shot. And then I started having fun, and I started wrestling, and I started getting into sports a lot more, and now I'm still playing football.
Absolutely. Well, that's good stuff there. Well, I tell you what, as far as it goes to preparation, let's talk about getting ready for the week here. When you guys get ready for to take on, obviously it changes from week to week because you're playing against different defenses. That changes the blocking assignments to some degree. Is that accurate statement or not?
Yeah, it changes a lot, and I'm sure our coaches will get it figured out, and then we'll talk as an O-line, and we'll get our stuff figured out, and we'll step up to the plate and play.
And that usually happens like Monday is usually the teaching day. Isn't that what you kind of figure out to be? I mean, okay, here's Chesterton's offense, our defense. Here's what we're going to try and do. Is that kind of accurate? Or?
Yeah, a little bit. We learn about their defense on Monday, and then we'll start incorporating it. And all throughout the week, we'll be practicing against a defense that's kind of like theirs.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, last night everyone got their money's worth. That was an exciting high school football game. I'm really glad that the Tigers came out on top. That's a good Michigan City team. They're a big, strong, physical team. And WARSAW you guys just played your guts out and stayed in there. So we're all really proud of you guys, and we appreciate what you do. And just keep doing what you're doing, my man.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you. We'll be back with more right after this.